call this song In This Proud Land. It goes like this. In this proud land, where the songs must still be sung, in this proud land, by voices.
Right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Exchange here in beautiful downtown Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. We are here on a lovely January evening. This is the place to see the best music anywhere. Yeah. Thank you. The origin of this concert actually goes back, I guess that would be last summer. So out in Crescent, Pennsylvania, in central Pennsylvania, just a little ways west of Altoona, it's just west of Horseshoe Curve, and there is a bed and breakfast called the Station Inn. A friend of mine had started that back in the early 90s. They had their 30th anniversary last summer and invited me to come out to help celebrate with them. And they also invited some musicians to come out and play. They threw themselves a big party out there on the street in Crescent, Pennsylvania. So the fire department came out and they had their ladder truck, and the police department came out and had a dunk tank for $5. You could dunk the chief, and people were putting down 50s. And they had musicians. And one of these musicians was this guy named Don Shappelle. I thought, that's a name I've heard before. I've been listening to WVIA for years and years. And here's this guy named Don Shappelle, who it turns out has stayed at the Station Inn and is also a friend with the owner there. So we had just a terrific time meeting each other. We have a lot in common when it comes to things like trains. And I said, Don, we've got this venue in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. You got to come play. So tonight, here in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, in our venue, Don Shappelle and Don Sennett.
Thank you.
Thank you, Warren. Thank you all for being here. Well, we're going to start out with a train song. I never saw a train I didn't wish I was on, rolling over river and valley, watching that countryside roll by my window. I never saw a train I didn't wish that I was on, all aboard in New York City, up the Hudson by the Great Lakes, rolling all night long. Tomorrow we'll be in mighty Chicago, then we'll follow the plains, cross the great mountain chains to the shores of the California dream. You know I never saw a train I didn't wish I was on, rolling over river and valley, watching that countryside roll by my window. I never saw a train I didn't wish that I was on. Oh yeah. And I think of the men long before me who died and were buried along the way. Well, they were digging with pick and with shovel, they sang a song. I'll sing along as the steel wheels they roll on and on. You know I never saw a train I didn't wish I was on, rolling over river and valley, watching that countryside roll by my window. I never saw a train I didn't wish that I was on. Oh yeah. I've ridden the Crescent to New Orleans, the cold starlight to the Pacific Northwest. I crossed the Blue Ridges of Virginia on the Capitol Limited while the chief races on. Through in Arizona, Donna Silver Zephyr's gonna carry me home. You know I never saw a train I didn't wish I was on, rolling over river and valley, watching that countryside roll by my window. I never saw a train I didn't wish that I was on, watching that countryside roll by my window. I never saw a train I didn't wish that I was on. Oh yeah. Well, thank you very much. Never saw a train I didn't wish I was on. That's the truth, too. Well, we're going to move on over to the Susquehanna River for this song right now, called Up and Down the River. Up and down the river, oh, people are working. Up and down the river, all the way to Baltimore. Up and down the river, oh, we'll be singing. Up and down the river, all the way to the Chesapeake Bay. Load up that coal, lash down that lumber. The river's so swift, we don't want to get swept under. The only way that you can get to your pay is if we make it down to the Chesapeake Bay. Up and down the river, oh, people are working. Up and down the river, all the way to Baltimore. Up and down the river, oh, we'll be singing. Up and down the river, all the way to the Chesapeake Bay. It's a rough ride, boys, plenty of hard work too, but it'll make you a man long before you're through. There's a harbor from lash down below. You can drink it dry when we reach Baltimore. Up and down the river, oh, people are working. Up and down the river, all the way to Baltimore. Up and down the river, oh, we'll be singing. Up and down the river, all the way to the Chesapeake Bay. Do-si-do, here we go. Farmers grow the produce and the miners dig the coal. With timber from the forest down the river they all go. Through rough and raging rapids, canals along the way. With a bit of luck and hard work, we'll reach that glorious bay, the Chesapeake Bay. Up and down the river, oh, people are working. Up and down the river, all the way to Baltimore. Up and down the river, oh, we'll be singing. Up and down the river, all the way to the Chesapeake Bay. Let's sing it one more time. Up and down the river, oh, people are working. Up and down the river, all the way to Baltimore. Up and down the river, oh, we'll be singing. Up and down the river, all the way to the Chesapeake Bay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We move around a lot on these songs. Go from riding on the railroad to paddling down the river, down to the bay. Now we're going to sing a song about being a miner, what it's like to be a anthracite miner. This month in January ends today. January is always Anthracite Heritage Month in northeastern Pennsylvania, Schuylkill County, Luzerne County, Lackawanna County. So we've just played quite a few programs about coal mining and singing coal mining songs. So this is one that I wrote a while ago, and Don Sennett's going to sing it for you. It's called Only a Miner.
He's only a miner. He's only a man. He spent his whole life doing the best that he can. There are no rewards for the work that he does. There are no gold watch chains for a job that's well done. He's only a miner. He's only a man. He's only a miner, but still he's a man.
Like
Down in a coal mine, in the dark and the damp, with pick and with shovel, a hat and a lamp. The miner digs deeper and deeper for the coal to heat your warm houses at the price of his soul. He's only a miner. He's only a man. He's only a miner. He's only a man. Like those in a jail cell, like soldiers at war. He dreams of a day when no shackles are worn. And then like a free man, he'll walk in the sun with pride and with dignity. His battle's all done. He's only a miner. He's only a man. He spent his whole life doing the best that he can. He's only a miner. He's only a man. He's only a miner, but still he's a man.
Well, thank you very much. Don Sennett on vocals there on that song. Lead vocals for you.
Tonight all the songs we're performing have been written by Don Shappelle. So, just a little.
That's why you never heard any of them. Life is too short, there's so little time passing right by if we let it be that way. Instead of wishing that things could be fine, you gotta try and make it better. So hey baby, don't you cry. Hey baby, don't you cry. 'Cause it don't make you feel good, and it don't make me feel good. It don't make us feel the way that we should. 'Cause it don't make you feel good. It don't make me feel good. It don't make us feel the way that we should. There's so little time allowed to each of us. Let's not spend it fighting 'cause time's passing. And there's a world outside that's waiting to be found. If we go together, baby, we're gonna find it. Hey, baby, don't you cry. Hey, baby, don't you cry. Don't you run away. 'Cause it don't make you feel good. It don't make me feel good. It don't make us feel the way that we should. 'Cause it don't make you feel good. It don't make me feel good. It don't make us feel the way that we should. We're dancing on a mighty thin line. You look one way, then you look the other. There's storms are raging while the sun it keeps a shining, baby. You gotta take one with the other. So hey, baby, don't you cry. Hey, baby, don't you cry. 'Cause it don't make you feel good. It don't make me feel good. It don't make us feel the way that we should. 'Cause it don't make you feel good. It don't make me feel good. It don't make us feel the way that we should.
Hey, baby, don't you cry.
Thanks a lot. All right. Here's a song we call the Workers' Blues. Ready?
And it goes back to the mining aspect. Oh, the workers got it out for him. Since you see he's getting thin. The bosses still drive 20-foot cars while smoking the fancy Cuban cigars.
It will never change if everybody doesn't want it to. The world's gonna stay the same. The bosses, they'll be telling you what to do your whole life through.
Well, the politician, he never lies. And little babies, they never cry. Oh, the working people are satisfied that Richard Nixon, he never lied.
It will never change if everybody doesn't want it to. The world's gonna stay the same. The bosses, they'll be telling you what to do your whole life through.
They have it tough, 'cause the boss man, he never gets enough. So he takes a little more out of your pay, promises to give it back another day.
It will never change if everybody doesn't want it to. The world's gonna stay the same. The bosses, they'll be telling you what to do your whole life through.
Well, they tell us we must tighten up, drink our beer from a plastic cup, and keep on working for the boss man, 'cause this is America, the promised land.
It will never change if everybody doesn't want it to. The world's gonna stay the same. The bosses, they'll be telling you what to do your whole life through.
Workers' Blues.
It's called the Workers' Blues. Once again, thanks for coming out to see us. This is Don Sennett. I'm bass and vocals from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Give my hand right there.
Thank you.
My name's Don Shappelle, also from Wilkes-Barre.
We had that discussion.
Capos and 12-string guitars don't always get along. But hey, I think I got it this time. It's a song I wrote a while back, and I started writing it. I was thinking about all the creatures in the Chesapeake Bay that are having a hard time existing with polluted water and too many people encroaching upon the shorelines and catching too many oysters and crabs and things. But as I started writing the song, it became a kind of a bigger picture. So we call this song Mother Earth. What about the air we breathe? What about the fish in the sea? What about the forest and the trees? What about you and what about me?
What about the oceans where the dolphins play? What about the pond where the tadpoles lay? What about the meadow that's been paved away? What about our children's future days? Who will stand for Mother Earth? Who will fight for her rebirth? Who will pay the price for what she's worth? Who will stand for Mother Earth? Will you stand for Mother Earth? What about the fate of the polar bear, the loggerhead turtle, and the great sperm whale? What about the dammed rivers that once ran free? What about the songbirds and the honeybees?
What about the lion in the rainforest? What about the pond where the tadpoles lay? What about the meadow that's been paved away? Now they're all just part of a big lost way. Who will stand for Mother Earth? Who will fight for her rebirth? Who will pay the price for what she's worth? Who will stand for Mother Earth? Will you stand for Mother Earth? Oh, Mother Earth, protect the land for your Mother Earth. Oh, Mother Earth,
Understand your Mother Earth.
What about the horseshoe crab? And what about the once plentiful shad? What about the blind and the butterfly? The shark that's thrown back into the sea to die? What about our daughters and our sons? And what about the salmon on its final run? What about the beauty of the polar caps that are melting away? They ain't never coming back. Who will stand for Mother Earth? Who will fight for her rebirth? Who will pay the price for what she's worth? Who will stand for Mother Earth? Will you stand for Mother Earth? Will you stand for Mother Earth? Will you stand for Mother Earth? Oh, Mother Earth, lend a hand to your Mother Earth. Oh, Mother Earth,
Understand your Mother Earth.
oh, Mother Earth, protect the land for your Mother Earth. Oh, Mother Earth,
Lend a hand to Mother Earth. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Don's going to switch guitars for this one. This is an instrumental. As a matter of fact, we just finished recording this yesterday afternoon. It's had several names. Sometimes we called it The Song That Ever Changes. Sometimes we called it Summer in Luzerne County, Summer in Columbia County.
Sullivan County, whatever.
Now we're calling it Susquehanna Sojourn. I think that's the final title.
Fun little song. Always fun to play that one.
Okay, we're going back to a train song, but it's also about coal mining. So kind of combine the two.
Two of my favorite things. Just the title alone tells you it's about both things. Coal train. Pretty easy to figure that one out. Like to give a shout out to our sound man, BJ, back there doing a great job running sound. Give him a hand right there. It's made us feel really nice and comfortable up here. at our age, comfort is a real big deal. So this is called Coal Train, where Don and I both live in Wilkes-Barre, Luzerne County, and especially Wilkes-Barre itself at one time had more railroad tracks than any other place on the face of the earth, which is pretty amazing. And that was all because of all the collieries and all the anthracite coal that was being mined there. And every mine had to have lots of railroading going on to get those coal cars out to the main lines to send them out to the populated cities and all that. So there's not a whole lot left around there now, but there's a little bit of railroading going on. Hauling black diamonds up a mountain grade, I can hear them growling 5 miles away. Wind around the hollow like a big black snake, heavy on the rails from all that weight. Here comes that coal train. Night and day those big cars roll, hauling black diamonds they call king coal. Down in the hollow you can hear the engines whine. They never stop digging down in the mines to fill up those coal trains. Well, my daddy drove a coal train all of his life. My mama was an engineer's faithful wife. Raised 4 kids hauling that coal, driving that train, shining black gold. 'Cause he was running that coal train. Out of the tunnel comes a big bright light, 2 miles long, filling up the night. Echoing off of the mountainside, rocking and a-rolling on a midnight ride. Here comes that coal train. Let's play it one time, Don. My daddy drove a coal train all of his life. My mama was an engineer's faithful wife. Raised 4 kids hauling that coal, driving that train, shiny black gold. 'Cause he was running that coal train. Well, there's coal trains rolling all across the land. The whistle's being blown by the engineer man. Just like my daddy not too long ago. I got 100 field hoppers raring to go. 'Cause I'm a-running that coal train. I'm a-driving that coal train. I'm a-running that coal train, coal train, coal train. I'm a-driving that coal train, coal train, coal train. that coal train, coal train, coal train. I'm a running that coal train, coal train, coal train. I'm a running that coal train, coal train, coal train. Well, thank you very much.
The coal train.
A nice steady ride on a coal train. I don't know if you're be better. Well, you're not better off trying to jump on any moving train, of course. I don't know which would be better or worse, riding on a filled coal car or one that's empty. I guess it depends on how cold it is outside. You ever ride in a coal car, Don?
When I was a kid, we used to jump the
I should have known.
Yep.
I should have known. Living in downtown. Well, this next song Don's going to sing for you. It's a song I wrote a while back, but it seems like it could pertain to times right now. It's funny how a song can write it in a certain period in your life, and then at some other point in your life it comes around again in kind of a circle, and there you are. It makes a lot of sense when maybe for a while it didn't make a whole lot of sense. So this is called Hard Times in the City. Goes like this.
There's a man, he's standing at my door. He's holding out his hand just like a child. His clothes are ragged and his hair is hanging down. He's asking, can I stay here for just a while? There's hard times in the city. There's hard times out on the road. There's hard times living in this world we're in. There's hard times even at home. Watched him shiver from his head down to his feet. A look of hunger came from deep in his burning eyes. He said, all I'm asking for is something to eat. There's hard times in the city. There's hard times out on the road. There's hard times living in this world we're in. There's hard times even at home.
And there are those who just need everything. They need to crush the world beneath their hands. And there are those who just need life and they just need love. They don't give a damn about the color of your skin.
Hard times in the city. There's hard times out on the road. There's hard times living in this world. Hard Times.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate that. Once again, Don Sennett sang that song for you. It's hard to forget each other's first name, maybe the last name now and then, but we have a go-to that we can go to all the time. What's his name? Oh, it's my name, Don. Don. We also play with a drummer sometimes who's also a Don. He's Don Sennett, I'm Chappelle, the other one's Stone, so it's 3 Don S's. That's pretty weird. Triple D's.
This is a song that Don wrote, and he actually introduced it to me on our way down to Maryland. We were doing a gig on a Chesapeake. And as we were going down, he said, Don, I really want you to listen to this song. So I got it in my head, and he says, okay, once we get there, you're going to sing it. I said, okay. So I've been doing it ever since. This one's called Ancient Road.
Sometimes you have to do it, you have to learn on the fly sometimes.
Going where the sun shines bright, going where I can see the light, going where the winds are calm, on the sea to greet the dawn. Watch the stars in the sky up above, a million dreams I've been dreaming of, the ancient songs they sing to me, they sing a song of liberty. I'm going down that ancient road, going where the path unfolds. I'm going where the highway goes, where it ends I don't wanna know. I can see you everywhere, in the garden, at the fair. I can see you when I play this guitar. I can see you in those million stars. Oh, wind, won't you lead me along, through the storm and through the calm. Oh, wind, won't you take me home, on a path I've never known. Going down that ancient road, going where the path unfolds. I'm going where the highway goes, where it ends I don't wanna know. Shines bright, going where I can see the light, going where the winds are calm, on the sea to reach the dawn. Watch the stars in the sky up above, a million dreams I've been dreaming of, the ancient songs they sing to me, they sing a song of liberty. Going down that ancient road, going where the path unfolds. I'm going where the highway goes, where it ends I don't wanna know. Going down that ancient road, going where the path unfolds. I'm going where the highway goes, where it ends I don't wanna know.
the ancient road,
where the path unfolds,
where the path unfolds,
where that highway goes,
where that highway goes.
I don't wanna know.
I don't wanna know. The ancient road,
where the path unfolds,
where the path unfolds,
where that highway goes,
where that highway goes.
I don't wanna know.
Oh, 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 oh.
Ancient Road, Mr. Don Shappelle.
Thank you. Next song we're going to play is based on a true story. This all happened. What I'm going to sing to you about. I don't play this one very often, but I just kind of felt in the mood to play this one. It's called Soldier Blue. Let me tune up here quick. 12 strings can get a little temperamental at times. This is one that's over a half century old, so it can get cranky now and then. We allow that. 51-year-old Martin 12-string. There we go. Long ago, when the Westland still belonged to the red men, when the mountains still were sacred and the rivers they ran free, long before the buffalo were shot for sport to kill and left to rot under the desert sun, this never happened till the soldiers came in their cavalries with their banners in the sky to take my savage wild land and make way for the iron rails. Broken treaties, they had their share. Red men's scalps they were proud to wear on their bright new uniforms. They called themselves Americans. Hidey-ho, 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 hidey-ho. Soldier blue, you better go, you better go. Because you burned down every teepee, you've killed off everyone of a race that once stood proud upon this land under the sun. In 1864, near a place called Sand Creek, camped an Indian village that just wanted to live in peace. But the soldiers were waiting on the hill for the order from the captain who lived for glory. He was dressed to go out and kill. Even though the Indian chief, he carried a white flag, the symbol of surrender, the symbol of laying down war's tools. But when soldiers are ready to murder and destroy, not even a white flag will stop them from their killing joy. Hi-de-ho, 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 hi-de-ho. Soldier blue, soldier blue, you better go, you better go. 'Cause you burned down every teepee, and you've killed off everyone of a race that once stood proud upon this land under the sun. Now the sound of the battle charge, it sent 2,000 rifles and men into the village of women and children that outnumbered the confused braves who fought for their lives, but they died right beside their wives. And the children, they were hunted down, they were slaughtered in the fields. And is this the way of freedom? Is this the way to open up the land? To destroy a nation of people for the greed of a larger hand. We've rid in our country of the soul that's thousands of years old, who lived in harmony with the land, but now their story's told. Hi-de-ho, 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 hi-de-ho. Soldier blue, soldier blue, you better go, you better go. Hi-de-ho, 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 hi-de-ho. Soldier blue, soldier blue, you better go, you better go. Red man, he is gone now, like the buffalo he hunted, but his soul will always live on as long as some men live by the land. And his song will carry through the trees and over the mountains high. We pushed him off his homeland, but his ways will never die. The red man, he is gone now, like the buffalo he hunted, but his soul will always live on as long as some men live by the land. And his song will carry through the trees and over the mountains high. We pushed him from his homeland, but his ways will never die. Hi-de-ho, 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 hi-de-ho. Soldier blue, soldier blue, you better go, you better go. Hi-de-ho, 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 hi-de-ho. Soldier blue, soldier blue, you better go, you better go. 'Cause you burned down every teepee, you killed off everyone of a race that once stood proud upon this land under the sun. Thank you.
Soldier Blue.
There's songs that are made to entertain us, songs to dance to, but sometimes songs have to be about something about real and something that really did happen. So that's what that is, Soldier Blue. Happy River?
Now for a happy song.
Yeah. That's a fun one. It's probably the only song I ever wrote that I didn't write by myself. Of course, writing a song isn't just writing it. When you have people like Don around you, you arrange songs. It's really not a one-man song. Whoever writes it, you arrange it. You put songs together with other people, so we all write them. But I wrote this song with 60 first, second, and third graders on the Hiawatha paddle wheel boat a couple years ago for a floating classroom. I was asked to write a river song with 60 of these little kids in a 45-minute period out on the river on the Hiawatha. So I had 30 kids for 20 minutes, and the other 30 were upstairs. So after 20 minutes of writing this song we're going to sing for you now, they went upstairs and the other ones came down. So it was a little pressure. And on the way out from Wilkes-Barre driving out early that morning, I kind of wrote it in my head, a lot of it, so I'd have something to give to the kids to get it going and all that. So we were well on our way. But the worst part of it was all the mothers that were there with the kids. They all wanted to write the song, so they kept raising their hands. And I have a line. Mom, it's not for you. It's for the kids to write the song. So we finally got it through to them, right?
Right.
You playing kazoos for this one? All right. We like this one. We get to be the kazoo band on this one. It's easy. Sing along. Goes like this. A happy river is a clean river. A clean river is a happy river. The fish and the birds and the turtles too are happy when the river is a clean river. That's it. That's the chorus part. Well, a happy river is a clean river. A clean river is a happy river. The fish and the birds and the turtles too are happy when the river is a clean river. Come on, Don, sing along. Well, a happy river is a clean river. A clean river is a happy river. The fish and the birds and the turtles too are happy when the river is a clean river. Well, if you like to paddle or you like to row, there's always a place on the river to go and sing a song to the fish below and take a ride on the Hiawatha paddle wheel boat. Come on, sing along, a happy river. Well, a happy river is a clean river. A clean river is a happy river. The fish and the birds and the turtles too are happy when the river is a clean river. Well, the river, it flows a mighty long way from New York down to the Chesapeake Bay, through towns and cities across the way. The river keeps flowing each and every day. A happy river is a clean river. Sing along. A happy river is a clean river. A clean river is a happy river. The fish and the birds and the turtles too are happy when the river is a clean river. Come on, let's play it, Don. A hand for the kazoo players on that stage. Well, now, what can we do to keep the river clean? Do not litter in the tributary streams. We've all got a job to do, it seems, to keep the Susquehanna River flowing clean. Sing along with us. So a happy river is a clean river. A clean river is a happy river. The
fish and the birds and the turtles too are happy when the river is a clean river.
So recycle and reuse your trash. Recycle cans, plastic and glass. Tell other folks if they may ask. We're doing our part to make nature last. Come on.
So a happy river is a clean river. A clean river is a happy river. The fish and the birds and the turtles too are happy when the river is a clean river.
Let's sing it one more time. Join us. Come on.
So a happy river is a clean river. A clean river is a happy river. The fish and the birds and the turtles too are happy when the river is a clean river.
The fish and the birds will all thank you. The river will be cleaner because of you.
Happy River. That one gets on you. Tomorrow, you're going to wake up and you're going to be singing Happy River. It's going to be in your head. There you go.
Yep.
This is a song that Don wrote. It's about the Chesapeake Bay. And he wrote it because of years ago what was happening in the Chesapeake Bay. The fish weren't there anymore. There were oysters that were over-harvested, shad over-harvested, and all the shoreline was being paved. Too much recreational boating going out on the bay, and people were out there having a good time, not even knowing that they were disturbing and hurting the bay itself. So this song was written about that period. Thank God the Chesapeake Bay is coming back. It last year was a banner year for oysters. It was for crabs as well. Fish are coming back. But this song was trying to make it cognizant of what can happen to something that's so cherished and something that should be preserved for future.
Especially when you let your guard down.
So this is called Chesapeake Dream.
Fish are all gone like the wind, like the wind. They're never coming back, say the old watermen. These waters that once held so much life, everybody says it's a sin, it's a sin.
The workboats are pushed up on the shore. They're never going back out on the bay no more. Their days are numbered, their time it is past. We always thought the good old days would last. But the water turned cloudy and the shoreline was paved. The harbor grew crowded, hardly an effort was made to preserve all the things that we cherish the most, and are blind to the fact it may all soon be lost.
The children someday will know nothing at all of the boats and the men and the fish that they hauled. The skipjack, the oyster, the wooden tonguer are going away like the wind, like the wind.
You can still hear the tales of the water so clean, of the shad and the sturgeon and the grasses so green that grew on the bottom all over the bay. Now they've all just gone away. But the water turned cloudy and the shoreline was paved. The harbor grew crowded, hardly an effort was made to preserve all the things that we cherish the most, and are blind to the fact they all soon be lost. face what's at hand, to clean the water and clean up the land. For all of the trash we throw in the creek will soon find its way down to the Chesapeake. And we owe it to the future to preserve and protect the gift that we have, it's not ours to neglect. So all of our ancestors all through the days can be part of the wonders of the Chesapeake Bay. Thank you, Chesapeake Dream.
Thank you. Appreciate that. We like playing that song. It's about a serious topic, but it's a fun song to play, like the rhythm of it and all that. So, really? This is it.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Is that it? One more?
Oh, you can play as long as you want. Oh, okay. We're here.
He's giving me bull again. We'll do some more. Don't tell us that we can play as long as we want. That's the wrong thing to say to us, because we'll go on forever, honestly. Well, good. Then we can do this next one. This song is a song I wrote for the women of the world, all you girls and ladies and women and of all ages. You're what holds the world together as far as I'm concerned. And where I come from, Wilkes-Barre, probably the same here. When the men were working in the mines or going off to war, or working on the railroads, the women were working in the dress factories, the carpet, textile mills, and they were doing a lot of the hard work. And when you think about it, how many songs are there that tell about the work that the women do and have done and will be doing forever? There aren't many songs out there. They're all about the work that the men have done. So I tried to change that with this song. I call it Factory Girl. Goes like this. Sometimes. You don't know anything about me. You don't know what my life's been. You're so young, you're only concerned with staying out late and being with your friends. Staying out late and being with your friends. When I was your age, I worked in a factory. From dawn to dusk, you know, I never saw the day. I worked my fingers until they were bleeding, all for the dollar that I took home as pay. All for the dollar that I took home as pay. See that building up on the hillside, with windows shattered and the walls caved in. Once it breathed with the sweat of children, girls and women at the textile mill. Girls and women at the textile mill. Does it mean anything to know this? Of the things that I have done, I'm just an old woman with my memories. You should respect the labors others have done. You should respect the labors others have done. Your grandpa died when he was such a young man, crushed to death in the mines below. They laid him down upon this very front porch. His soul still cries when the cold winds blow. His soul still cries when the cold winds blow. I knew right then I would never leave the factory. My whole life to feed my baby's mouth. For the coal bosses, they never gave us a nickel. They never said a word about my poor husband's end. They never said a word about my poor husband's end. So you wonder why I sit and stare at the building that's up on the hill. I'm just here in the textile mill running through the lives of so many girls like me. Through the lives of so many girls like me. So I hope your life is something to be proud of. I hope you don't have to work so hard to find your happiness and your sweet contentment. But don't forget the battles others have done. Don't forget the labors others have won. Don't ever think that you're the only one. Don't ever think that you're the only one. You're not the only one. You're not the only one. You're not the only lonely one. Hey! You're not the only one. You're not the only one. You're not the only lonely one. You're not the only one. 'Cause you're a factory girl. You're a factory girl. All over the world, you're the light of the world. You light up the world, little factory girl. Light up the world, little factory girl. You're the light of the world, little factory girl, little factory girl. 3, 4.
Appreciate that.
One side.
Do Proud Land, Susquehanna River song and call it. Yeah. Do a couple more for you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We really appreciate it. Thank you to Warren. Thank you to the Exchange, everybody who works here at the Exchange. Thanks to BJ and our other friend there who helped us carry everything in and helped set up too. Thanks to everybody, and thank you people for being here tonight. We really appreciate it. Once again, on the bass and vocals, Mr. Don Sennett. Give him a hand right there.
Singer-songwriter, great guitar player from Wilkes-Barre, Mr. Don Shappelle. Let's hear it. Yeah.
About 2 weeks ago, we got asked to play at a Martin Luther King Jr. Celebration at the Luzerne County Courthouse in Wilkes-Barre along the banks of the Susquehanna River. Beautiful building, absolutely beautiful. I'd never sung in there before, neither has Don. We were asked to come and sing a couple of songs, some old civil rights songs and freedom songs and Pete Seeger songs, but we ended with this, one of our songs here, which was appropriate for the occasion. So I call this song In This Proud Land. It goes like this. In this proud land, where the songs must still be sung, in this proud land, by voices old, by voices young, they must sing of their lives, of the families, their hopes and dreams and securities. It's written on the wind of the endless night, across the mountain divide, in the endless pull of the tide, on the sands of this proud land. In this proud land, where the people, they must stand tall. In this proud land, for the writings upon the wall. And it's written in blood and in solitude, in battlefields where so many stood. It's etched in our souls like poetry across the prairie skies, with truth and not with lies. They must stand in this proud land. In this proud land, my ancestors joined together, built their homes, their cities and their towns. In this proud land, they raised their families, they planted seeds in the ground, and they stood the test of time, and they lived and worked and died. And the hillsides ring with their voices still, with their laughter and their cries in this proud land. In this proud land, my ancestors joined together, built their homes, their cities and their towns. In this proud land, they raised their families, they planted seeds in the ground, and they stood the test of time, and they lived and worked and died. And the hillsides ring with their voices still, with their laughter and their
in this proud land, in this proud land.
Sister and brother must be treated as one
In this proud land,
where the barriers of color must be finally undone. For all men are created the same, in equality without any shame. We can learn from the past and move onward, realize the greatest dream of all, where nobody has to fall but can stand proud in this land. Ba 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 ba.
this proud land.
Thank you. You know what? I'm going to end with Pilot Song.
Okay.
We're going to play one more song for you, if that's all right. We're going to do a song that kind of tells the other side of the story, maybe, that my Soldier Blue song told. You know, war brings out the worst and the best in people. We're finding that out once again. But this song we're going to sing for you is about that, the generation who there's not many left right now, who fought in World War II, and the ones that are left are in their late 90s at the youngest, and so I wanted to write a song for that generation. And specifically, this song is about the pilots who flew off the aircraft carriers in the Pacific campaign of World War II. And it was a bloody, bloody time out there in the Pacific. And my father was a fighter pilot, so it's kind of was a personal song that I wrote. Really, it's kind of for him and all his flying buddies that I used to remember when I was a kid. They'd come over and wouldn't talk in front of us, but they were probably telling stories about flying those planes that I'm going to sing about too right now. This is called the Pilot Song. So this is for that greatest generation who are passing on more every day. Some had vanished and blazed in the sky. Some came home to be regular guys, firing their guns against terrible odds. They were only boys, they were willing to die. Sent overseas to a foreign world, leaving behind a favorite girl. Flying for freedom and a flag unfurled over the Pacific Ocean, it was kill or be killed. Now the drums of war beat hard back then. The call was made to turn boys into men. Fire those planes both day and night. From the deck of a carrier they were sent into the sky to face their foe. The wrath upon them they could not know, but they met their enemy over the sea. So many were lost in the depths below. Comrades in arms, brothers in flight, on wings of steel, and their bonds were tight, never knowing if tomorrow would come to meet their fate with the blood-red sun. Hey! Hey!
Comrades in arms, brothers in fight, on wings of steel, and their bonds were tight, never knowing if tomorrow would come
To meet their fate with the blood-red sun. Now those that return to their families, they're fading away into history.
the sacrifices that they made.
We can thank those men who kept us free. Now every day there's many more gone to meet their comrades that had fallen
From the sky in a blaze of glory.
80 years ago, soon there'll be no more.
Comrades in arms, brothers in fight, on wings of steel, and their bonds were tight, never knowing if tomorrow would come
To meet their fate with the blood-red sun. Let's sing it again. Hey!
Comrades in arms, brothers in fight, on wings of steel, and their bonds were tight, never knowing if tomorrow would come
To meet their fate with the blood-red sun. Hey! Thank you very much.
Ooh, thank you.
Don
Great
Sennett.
audience. Don Shappelle.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Roll by my window. I never saw a train I didn't wish that I was on. Watching that countryside roll by my window. I never saw a train I didn't wish that I was on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Well, thank you very much.